All right, what's going on, guys? Thought I'd do some live trading with you. It's around 11 p.m. currently, but I had to take this long on PEPE USDT. I'm going to kind of walk through exactly why I'm taking this and my reasoning behind it. So first of all, you can see that we're consolidating here. And by the way, I'm using Easy Algo V8. This is not out yet. If you would like first access to the V8, be sure to click the first link in the description below. But I've noticed that we are in this consolidation here on the 30-minute time frame, and we are still holding this 30-minute support. Now, in most cases, the more a support is tested, the weaker it gets. But this is such a tight consolidation phase. I'm pretty much just betting on price moving to the upside. And the reason that I'm betting on price moving to the upside is because the oscillator, look at the momentum, right? The momentum is curling to the upside as price is remaining flat, right? So this is a type of bullish divergence that I look out for all the time. And these do play out most of the time, right? When you see price consolidating, in this tight range, and the volume is curving to the upside, more often than not, you'll see some sort of pump. Now, this is a high risk trade. I actually posted this in the Discord. This is a high risk trade because it is PEPE and this is a shitcoin, right? It hasn't been around that long, so I'm not really sure how TA works on, coins like this. But I'm betting on price going up, and the risk to reward is just too good to pass up. It's around a 10 risk to reward. I'm looking for an 80% move, really targeting these highs right here. So this is not a typical trade for me. Mostly I'll trade Bitcoin and ETH. But I thought, why not take a long here on PEPE? I have a strategy in place. It's following it to a T. It's holding support. The momentum is moving to the upside. We did have this mild buy here on Easy Algo. So that was my final confirmation. All right, I'm going to get into this trade and we'll see where it goes. Even if this is a losing trade, I'm still going to post this just to show you guys, my psychology behind trading. And like I said, I don't trade altcoins that much, but I did see this setup and thought, why not? I mainly trade Bitcoin and ETH. So if you guys want my setups, by the way, click the first link in the description below, along with access to Easy Algo. You'll actually get my setups each and every day. But yeah, like I said, this is just a no-brainer risk to reward. So that is the reasoning behind why I took this. Now, most of the time, I'll wait for at least a 61.8% retracement if I'm entering a long or a short position. What that means is that I'm waiting for, at least a tap of the golden pocket or an even deeper retrace before entering, some sort of long position in this case. But I'm going against that rule just because I see this consolidation. And I can definitely see buyers stepping up and pumping this coin. If you guys like this kind of live trading where I'm walking through my thought process, by the way, let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to do more of these kind of live trading videos because I do trade all the time and I'm posting setups all the time, so I might as well film it and post it for you guys. And yes, I have losing trades as well. I'm a human. But I went really 100% the past 2-3 weeks in the Discord with the setups. I think we're at like 16 for 16 or 17 for 17 right now. So we've been absolutely crushing with the setups, and hopefully we'll keep the win streak alive here. And I'll actually mark up exactly why I took this trade so you guys can learn from it and implement it yourself. So price is holding support, right? That's the first major thing I look at, if price is at support or resistance. So I keep it very, very simple. I know there's a ton of SMC, ICT concepts out there. I don't trade smart money. And by the way, smart money concepts is still a form of retail trading. Don't let anyone fool you. You're not trading with the banks, all right? You think the banks are sitting there day trading? I mean, guys, come on. SMC is a form of retail trading, but that's for another video. Yes, it works. A lot of strategies work. You just have to find something that works for you. I don't trade that way. It's too complicated. I don't look at break of structures and change of characters too often, right? I'll include it in some strategies. But mainly I trade support and resistance. So if price is holding support, I'm going to be looking for a long position. And the second reason I'm taking this trade is that we are seeing a consolidation phase. So a consolidation phase where price is holding support and the momentum is curving to the upside. So this is a bullish divergence right here. A lot of people think that bullish divergences are just regular or hidden. If price is remaining flat as momentum is moving to the upside, that is still a bullish divergence. So for example, right, if you see a double bottom, right, maybe price is doing a double bottom like this, and momentum is doing something like this, that is technically a bullish divergence still. It's a type of bullish divergence. So that's the second reason I'm entering the trade. All right, and the third reason I took this trade is because Bitcoin is in an uptrend with higher highs. So I always look at Bitcoin, even if I'm trading an altcoin, to see what the king is doing, right? Because altcoins follow Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is in an uptrend, which makes me a little bit more confident about this trade. But I'll update you guys in a few days and we'll see where the price is at. All right, good morning, good morning. The trade I entered last night is unfortunately stopped out. I'm still going to post this just to show that there are losing trades in the mix. I understood that this was a high risk trade going into it, but honestly didn't really expect to get stopped out. I expected to at least revisit these highs, and obviously we continue to dump. So what I've learned from this is that I actually didn't really follow my strategy, and I kind of knew that going into it, but for some reason I didn't really listen to myself, and I didn't wait for that 0.618 retrace, and I should have known, you know, a tapping of support that much in such a small time frame can definitely be disastrous, right? Because the support gets weaker over time with the more touches. I thought that because of, you know, the consolidation and the volume going up, I would go against my rules a little bit, try to enter along early, which I'm not super unhappy about. You know, for all I know, the market's gonna pump last night, and PEPE could have seen a nice little uptick there, but unfortunately it didn't go our way. I think we had the stop loss, I want to say we had it like right here, right below these lows. So, you know, it was like an 8% loss, no leverage. I think I used 10x leverage, so around 80% of my position. Of course, I risk, you know, always less than 1% of my overall account per trade, so I didn't really lose anything. And, you know, the gain was definitely there with that 10 risk to reward ratio. But it was a losing trade, right? It was a losing trade, and I didn't really follow my rules. I didn't wait for that 618 retrace. I like to wait for at least a 50% retrace, most of the time at least, to tag that 618 before taking a long. And there's a support level here now as well, right? We're holding support right here at the 618, which I think now would be a better time to long. And you can see that we are seeing these buy dots on the oscillator when we didn't have any before. And something else to note is that the volume was still deep in the red. Right, for my final piece of confirmation, I should have waited for the volume here to start curving upwards and flip blue, right? But that didn't happen. Instead, we saw a decrease in volume. So that's definitely something I need to keep my eye on more often. But that's just an example of a losing trade. I really thought this one was going to hit. Unfortunately, it did not. This ended a winning streak of like 3 weeks in the Discord. So if you want to join me again, we're going to run it back and we're going to get another win streak going. So like I said, be sure to click the first link in the description below. Get yourself easy algo and follow some of my setups. We're going to run this back. But that is my reasoning for taking the trade and how it lost. So it does happen. It's part of the process. I think this video is important to show that even someone like myself, who always talks about wins, you know, we do experience losses ourselves, right? People just don't talk about it, but it happens. And this is a clear example. But I hope you guys found value from this. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more trading content, and I'll see you guys next video.